My psychiatrist once told me to confront the unpleasant things in life. I disagree. I say confront only the pleasant things. In the case of my life, that's rabbits. And with this week's rabbit budget, I bought Overgrowth, a game about rabbits. And I'm certain that this game will bring me peace and pleasure and prosperity. Let's get started.
You motherfucker!
You know, I'm not feeling peace or pleasure. I'm just feeling pain and plague and paralysis and pleurodynia. You know what, maybe my psychiatrist was right. I need to attack these humanoid rabbits. You know what? I can't attack if I lack tactics. You know, if I lack tactics, I may as well be lactating.
When the rabbits curled up in the net. Okay, there are three methods that I use.
All right, just tell me the best one.
The karate chop to the back.
Karate.
You have to be very accurate with that chop.
Accurate.
You chop down.
Down.
The neck will break, causing instantaneous death.
Okay. I'll try it. Chop. Chop. Chop.
Get the fuck out my face with that shit.
All right, well that shit didn't work.
Don't practice on a live rabbit, practice on a dead one.
Oh, this is super effective. You know what, I didn't make all this psychological progress to perish dead rabbits. I want the real deal.
I am butchering rabbits today.
Great, me too.
Please don't watch it. There's no point of upsetting yourself. People get upset and call me all sorts of names.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. So switch it off now.
Okay.
Now. Switch it off.
Okay.
This one's gonna get butchered now. Big stick. Touch the rabbit.
Okay.
Big stick.
But still, you know, these are human rabbits. So I need to learn human rabbit combat.
Hi.
Yeah.
The next kick will be the...
Yeah.
The next kick he'll demonstrate is a...
Well, that was helpful. So for context, Overgrowth is a fighting game where you play as a rabbit, you dispatch enemies by kicking them in the throat, breaking their spine, or just plain stabbing. But fighting like that's for pussies. The momentum is great, but everything else about the climbing is just jank. From the jank ledge grabs to the jank wall kicks. In my opinion, it's jank. The momentum adds some contemplation and judgment to your jumps. That's entertaining. But sometimes it just makes everything way too slippy to have any kind of precision. Let's have a look at this bit. The lava section. You just jump, jump, bounce off the rock and die.
Rabbit with mustard and cream.
If you fail too much, the character gets ashamed and won't look at you. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Anyway, bounce off the rock again and die. Do some strength training. Guess I've got to make my way back down again. Right, okay. Any gamer knows that a flip at the right time will make you invulnerable to fall damage. What the fuck? Maybe I just need more flips. Alright, that time I didn't even touch the lava. You know, in this game, it's in no way obvious what kills you and what doesn't. This giant leap doesn't kill me, but this one does. Here is a rope that kills you. I mean, I know rabbits and ropes don't have the best history.
Just have a look at that meat.
But the way to deal with your fears isn't to just die immediately. Right, now's a good time to mention that I'm not listening to the story. While loads of attention's gone into the character animations, there's no dynamic cutscenes or scripted events or anything, just static conversations with text, which kind of gets weird sometimes, like in the arena. You kill a wave of rats, then there's some talking, then more rats. No gates opening, no spawning enemies, just dialogue, then fighting. I think it would have been better just to provide gameplay situations and minimal context, and not to create the kind of story that they didn't have the resources to present properly. And that brings me to the fatal flaw / strength. The single move that makes / destroys this great / shit game. The kick in their head in. I don't think I can think of a move from another game that was so satisfying to pull off. In fact, it's worth buying the game and playing it just to do this. It takes that feeling of momentum that the developers work so hard on and gives it a purpose. You need to judge your speed, your trajectory, and the timing of the kick correctly. And as with most real forms of offense, there's a punishment for getting it wrong.
This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
There isn't much reason to use the real fighting mechanics. It just isn't as satisfying as this. Oh, a cat. Okay, that's where I draw the line. I would never bring harm to a feline. Ah. Okay, you made your choice. It isn't until you start fighting felines that you have to deviate from the drop kick method, because they're just too fast for having their heads kicked in. You've actually got to contend with the real combat system, which I'd rather not. Oh, there's dogs in this game. I wouldn't bring harm to a dog. Except in order to kill one, of course. Whoa, 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 whoa! Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Oh, thank you. So here's my guide on how to complete one of the campaigns using reasonable tactics. Your first task is to kick in the head, and then kick in the head. Sounds simple, right? Right. Then some loading, then some talking, and some loading, and some talking. Right, now this is where the game really begins. So you jump off here and kick his head in. Then you load, and there's just 2 more heads to kick in. Loading, right now you see there's too many of them here. So we have to change tactics completely. First, you sneak up and strangle this guy.
It's very discreet.
Then, you kick all their heads in. Then you load. Right now, sand levels change the rules, as they always do. First thing is, you lull them into a false sense of having their heads kicked in. You know, you just keep kicking, just as the enemy has confirmed your tactics and thinks he sees the pattern in your strategy. You change it all, and you kick them in the head. Now this guy is obviously too fast to be kicked in the head. But with a well-timed head kick, you can really kick him in the head. Now be aware that varying your tactics can be useful. You can actually throw your weapons and... oh. But kicking them in the head will still work. Shakespeare said, "Cowards die many times before their death. The valiant never taste death, except for when their heads are kicked in." Bit of walking, bit of talking, bit of loading. A head kick, a loading, a head kick here, a loading, and a head kick there. Oh, okay, this is different. Wolves are actually resistant to attacks to the head. Unless we're talking about kicks. They still work. That's their biggest weakness. But if that doesn't work, then just activate your powers of flight. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this game has mods.
I shot dread in the head, took the bread and the lamb spread. Little body got the shot into your body, so don't resist or you might miss Christmas. I tote guns, I make number runs, I give MCs the runs dripping.
In fact, most of my time with this game was spent trying to dropkick this guy from 500 feet. Damn. 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 Oh, there we go. Sun Tzu often talked about how not to appear predictable to the enemy. He said, "Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night." Unless you're kicking their heads in, it doesn't matter then, that will work every time. And that's all I have to say on the matter, which to be honest has been fuck all.
No rabbits were harmed in the making of this video. Okay, that rabbit was already dead.